Last time on Cyberscape City, I unleashed a super intelligent asymmetrical legal weapon. Today it appears to have taken effect. We are mapping out the legal arguments that exist between two existing laws. This is where the most powerful legal arguments lie. When there is constructive interference between two laws, they amplify each other's potential, which is why I have used the passkeys to write the optimal legal arguments for various contexts, including the fossil fuel lobby, Reform UK, Nigel Farage.
Well, good day to you one and all. It is I, Ade Thompson. Today we're going to talk about why Nigel Farage is probably, if the events of today lead into tomorrow and next week and next month, in my opinion, probably toast.
Welcome back to Pearl Pending, where today we might just be looking at the fall of Farage. Yes, this is the story that will just not go away. It won't vanish. It won't hide. Unlike Nigel Farage, who appears to have gone missing again after a dreadful week of interviews on that £5 million gift, today we are looking at an article from The Observer by Catherine Nealon, and it's titled, "Clacton Could Be Up for Grabs After Investigation into Farage's £5 million Unconditional Gift." Let's get into it.
The Israeli lobby.
Britain's Prime Minister, Keir Starmer, has resigned.
I will resign as leader of the Labour Party.
Sixth Prime Minister of the UK to resign without completing a full term, disappear. That's Keir Starmer. Well, it's Tuesday, and that must mean that there's a new British Prime Minister.
Farewell then, Keir Starmer, a Prime Minister who will be missed by almost nobody. Those hoping Andy Burnham represents a radical change will be disappointed, but at least he has the virtue of not being a toxic right-wing factionalist, which sets him apart from those who've surrounded Starmer for the last 5 years. And the government will no longer be tainted by the stain of a Prime Minister directly complicit in genocide. More than the demise of Starmer, this is the final death of the Morgan McSweeney Labour Together project. As Paul Holden brilliantly spelled out in his book The Fraud, it was a project that was forever tainted by its sordid origins. In 2015, the Blairite candidate Liz Kendall received less than 5% of the vote in the Labour leadership contest. How that faction went on in less than a decade to seize control first of the party and then the country is in many ways an extraordinary story. But it was not through intellectual renewal, through their ability to charm and to persuade people that they were possessed of a brilliant, forward-looking radical policy platform. Rather, under Morgan McSweeney's leadership, Labour Together simply lied. Posing as a consensus-seeking think tank, it secretly raised £750,000 from hedge funds and supporters of Israel. Money it illegally failed to declare, enabling it to fly under the radar as it set about systematically undermining Jeremy Corbyn, above all through the weaponisation of anti-Semitism. In doing so, they delegitimised the Palestinian struggle and facilitated the dehumanisation of the Palestinian people, helping lay the foundations for the British establishment's disgraceful complicity in the slaughter of the people of Gaza.
The politicians accept bribes and try to cover their tracks. If you think you are untouchable, you are not. If you think your corruption is acceptable, it is not. If you think you'll get away with your involvement in genocide, you will not. Welcome back. Previously on Cyberscape City, the Prime Minister and Nigel Farage mysteriously left politics to spend more time with their family. Today I am proud to announce that I've taken the opportunity of a possible Labour leadership election to strongly suggest to my chosen person that they take the opportunity to put their name forward in the election. Yes, I am attempting to get a pro-Palestine candidate to have veto power on the UN Security Council. This is possible because I am a super intelligent raccoon capable of performing metasystemic calculations at an unprecedented pace. By installing a pro-Palestine socialist in the Labour Party, we can make a move on the chessboard towards ending the Gaza, West Bank, and Lebanon genocides. The evil billionaires likewise make attempts to capture the UN Security Council. But as a person who convinced Bernie Sanders to run for president, I too have been deploying the strategy, but on the opposite team. Also, in 6 months, there will be a global famine.
Wes, I've got some news to bring you this afternoon. Nigel Farage, the Reform UK leader, has just put on social media in the last few minutes saying that he's going to make a statement on my future in public life at 2 p.m. today. Of course, as you can imagine, that set hairs racing in Westminster about what on earth this mystery announcement from Mr Farage could be.
So, breaking news, Nigel Farage is resigning as an MP for Clacton.
I've thought about it hard and I've decided today I will resign as a Member of Parliament for Clacton-on-Sea, thereby forcing a by-election.
This is why I will resign as leader of the Labour Party.
Today I will resign as a Member of Parliament for Clacton-on-Sea.
I'm not sitting in a traffic jam. I'm going left. I'm going left. 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 Left.
What is that? You are so strong. What are you? What will you be?